what we have here is my 2001 Honda Shadow 750 Ace. Done a few modifications on the bike. I lowered the rear of it about 2 inches, allowed that big fender to suck in that tire a little bit, give it a totally different look. And I'm kind of short, so that helps out a little bit as well. And then I had this custom intake put on, and the reason behind that is that the factory one worked fine, but I lost it on the highway. I'm not going to say how fast I was going because I don't want to incriminate myself, but it ripped off on the highway, so I went ahead and put this on there because it was about half the price of the factory one. So when I put that on there, of course I rejetted it because, you know, the factory jets, it was actually lean beforehand with the factory intake. So I put some really big main and pilot jets on there, and when I did that, it changed the sound of the bike quite a bit, and I wasn't really too happy with the way it sounded anymore. So what I did is we took the exhaust off and just took it to my friend's shop, and he had a chop saw, and we just ended up cutting the exhaust off right in front of the muffler. And it's very, very loud, but what I don't really like about it is the exhaust itself. It stinks really bad now. Like if you're sitting in a red light and the exhaust is just blowing right on you, and it just makes you stink. And then if you look in here, those are just covers over the actual exhaust. And the exhaust itself is, you know, probably an inch. Yeah, look at that, that's about a 1-inch exhaust pipe. So what we're gonna do, my cousin Clint is going to fabricate a full exhaust system 2 1/4 inches all the way out. Whew, man, that stinks. So yeah, with the huge main and pilot jets, this thing is definitely not fuel efficient anymore, but I'd rather it run rich than lean. So anyways, that's baseline. I'll do another video in a few days when we get the exhaust done and see what we see. Okay, so a few days later, and we got the new handmade exhaust put on the bike, and I'm loving that it's already getting a nice bit of rainbowing to it. Hell, I might not even do anything with it. I might leave it just raw like this and then hit it with some Scotch-Brite every now and then if I need to. Definitely gives the bike a completely different look. It doesn't look so cheap like that cut-off crap that I had on there before. So I'm gonna start it up in a minute and let you hear it with the new exhaust. So as you can tell, it's definitely a lot less canny sounding. You know, it doesn't have that crazy cackle like a glass pack would from that cut-off skinny pipe. It's 2 1/4 inch all the way out now. All TIG welded. Pretty cool, man. Definitely want to give a huge shout out to Clint for being the man and hooking me up with this.